Right, there we go, we're live again. I don't know what goes on. I honestly do not know what goes on. I am closer to the router here than I normally am upstairs, which is really odd. I just think it's YouTube Live on the mobile. I don't know what goes on with it. It can't be my internet connection, because whenever I do it on the computer upstairs, it's fine, it's completely fine, but so that leads me to believe that it's not the actual internet connection, it's something to do with YouTube Live on the mobile, because every single time I've done it on the mobile, or almost every single time, it's been bad, and then every time I do it on my computer, it's fine. So it just feels like it can't be the internet, it's gotta be this mobile thingy live streaming, but no one else seems to have trouble with it, it's just me, it's annoying. Right, we'll just get on with it quick. I have moved the phone along a little bit, hence why you can see the door, so it might just be a bit close to the router, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have any other problems, so yeah. I've got more Wedgwood, Jasperware, that's it, Jasperware. It's Jasperware by Wedgwood, that someone said in the chat actually before. Again, in this same job lot that we were seeing before. God, fingers crossed. I'm just really getting annoyed because I'm thinking, oh God, this stream's going to go. Yeah, just, more of it. I don't know what these are actually called, these little dishes. Are these the same as the other ones? Are these trinket dishes? I'm not sure, man. A little round one there. Nothing really valuable in them at all. Like a couple of quid. You see these everywhere, like these types of things. I might end up putting them in my cabinet for a couple of quid, but I don't even know whether they're going to shift there. I don't know. But at worst, ooh, that looks okay. That looks okay. Pin and trinket dishes, Southwest Seller says. This is Palsy Pottery. Heard of those before. Don't know, I think that might be something. Car boot the mads. Oh yeah, I can put them in my car boot pile. Oh yeah, that's alright. I've actually got a few things to go to the car boot anyway, so, and my auntie does a car boot every week now, so, because she's getting into doing a little bit of, not dealing, but like, just whenever she gets things and stuff like that, she'll do the car boot and she'll move them on. And my granddad's got a load of stuff, so he gives her little bits and bobs, and, she's getting stuff from here, there, and everywhere, so she does a little bit of the car boots. So yeah, I mean, I've got the chance to go with her, and do that, or maybe even just go in my car, but set up, like, next to her. But yeah, so that's Palsy, that might be something. Yeah, I don't know. Might be something anyway. 3524 it says on the bottom there. Now I did want to show you something actually with, one sec, I'm just putting some stuff back. Bear with me. I'm just putting this stuff back. Hi everyone, hi Anne. So that needs a little bit of a research. I'm going to have a research of that. Right then, so next lot, because we're going to be taking forever. I got, whether this will, I'll actually put that down there for now, and then we'll get on with this lot here. For 20 quid plus commission, which I think it's okay, and there's certainly some money in it. I got some of these bottles. Any toys at this auction house are all pottery. No, don't worry, it's not all pottery. There's some vintage toys to come, and a VHS player, and some metalware. It's not all pottery. I'm just like doing it by segments basically, so like all the pottery first, and glassware. So yeah, load of bottles. I'm not going to spend as much time on these, but a load of bottles, writing on like beer bottles, that sort of stuff. I don't think any of these are milk bottles. Got some torpedo bottles there. Don't think there's anything special, but obviously I'm going to research the names. That's a Grantham one. Ooh, Grantham. Sounds posh. Heard that before, Grantham. Yeah, torpedo bottles. A random bust was in there. Yeah, more bottles. Burston, Tarpley. Tarpley's not far from me, so it's like a local interest thing. Might be worth going in the cabinet because it's a local thing, I don't know. Now one of these was Murano glass apparently, but I don't know why they would put something Murano glass in a little job lot like that. You'd think they'd have that in a separate lot or something, but yeah, one of these was Murano glass, don't know whether it was this one, but that's that anyway. It's like a paper, it feels like a paperweight, but it's not, because it has a little hole in the top, so I don't know, it's something of some kind. I don't know, but yeah. It's all about the names and places on bottles. Make sure you put them in your title. Yeah, definitely. I did that with the last lot I had ages ago, from the charity shops. I actually got some from the charity shops. Again, look, mini torpedo bottle. I love these. These look so cool. Ruffin, I don't know. R. Ellis and Son. Yeah, trademark R. Ellis and Son. Anyway, that's that. A couple of these things, I don't know, like women's little boxes or something for God knows what, I don't know. And then a, don't know the name of these. I did know the name at some point. I did know the name, but it's a little thingy. I don't know the name. It powder box or compact. Yeah, yeah, that's right, compact. Yeah. But I was thinking of something else as well. But little blusher. I don't know. But that's those anyway. Couple of other bottles and stuff. And then I got another few bottles. Another couple of bottles. Not your colour, mate. No, I know. And then finally, I've got a listed box down here. So so I know that everything that I've listed, I can show it to you and put it back in the listed box so I don't get confused. Because I get confused very easily. And that was also in this job lot. It's like it's a soda siphon. I'm thinking like 60s, 70s. It's not an old one. It's not like one of them ones with the wire around, which I want to get actually. I'd like one of them ones with the wire around. Not for myself, just to sell. But yeah, I'm looking to get about 20 quid for that, and that's including postage. But yeah, so that's that. There's a few of them listed as well, so I might be waiting a little bit. But I picked it up. It's a bog standard item really. It's nothing major special, but as I said, I'm starting from the bottom and working my way up. So that's that, and then that's that lot, so we're done with that job lot. Oh, no, there's something else in here. That intrigued me because it's mother of pearl, or at least I think it is. It's not a fake mother of pearl, I don't think. It is actual mother of pearl. Right, can anyone tell me the actual name for mother of pearl? I forgot it. They used to say it to me loads at the auction house. But mother of pearl is like its slang name. There is an actual name for mother of pearl, but I forgot. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this thing actually is. But it's all. I don't know what it is. I don't want to sniff inside it in case it's got something weird inside it. But thought that was pretty cool. Abalone. Yeah, that might be it. Abalone. Yeah, it could be that. It sounds similar. Yeah, abalone. Yeah, could be. Could be that I'm thinking of. Right, so that's that one. Right, job lot of toys and stuff like that. I've got some more pottery actually, but I said I'll do that. Oh no, I may as well do that now. Let's do that now. Let's follow my system. I'll actually follow my system. Just push that down a little bit. So, this job lot, I may have paid a little bit too much, but I was working it out and I think there is still profit in it. And this was all 50 quid plus commission. One of the pieces in there is quite good though. The problem is, my auntie came round. I'm not getting her in it or putting her in it or anything, but I'm just stating what happened. She came round and she came up to have a look at it and chipped one of the pieces. Luckily, it was okay. It wasn't a valuable one. Well, none of these are like really valuable except the one I'm going to show you in a minute. But she chipped one of the pieces, so I'm like, no, that's a bit of money gone. But, you know, it's one of them things you can't really help, and you get a bit annoyed about it. You're like, oh no, you know, because you've not got any control over it, but you just got to let it go. So that means there's a bit less money on the job lot. So that's why I was thinking, oh God, you know, I might have overpaid for this, because obviously there's that one that's now gone as well. But I can always car boot it and get a bit of money back for it. But this is an Arthur Wood. Pottery is a nightmare. I would be breaking stuff left, right and centre. No, I'm not doing that. Pommy. Is that right? Pommy, yeah? That's a cool name, different name. Anyway, I think it's called a victory pot or victory jug. There's one on for like 12 quid. I think that's a little bit underpriced. I think I'm going to put that on for 15. Because I think you can achieve a 15, to be honest. I don't know, but I'm just, you know, I feel like 12's a little bit low. I think 15. So, you know, despite someone who has it on for 12 quid, and that I think it's sold for 12 quid as well, I'm going to shoot for 15, and I'll wait on it. But yeah, that's that anyway. But I just think 12 quid, it's just a little bit low, I think. You know, it's not going to be worth a great deal more, but I do think it's worth a little bit more than that. This is a Shorter & Son Stoke-on-Trent, which is not far from me actually, Staffordshire there. And it's like got this leaf design on it. It's just like a little jug. I don't know what quite you would go in there, like milk or something. Seems a little bit big for a milk jug though, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure on this one. Yeah, I'm really not sure. I wouldn't want to be getting less than a tenner for it though, really. But we'll see. I'll have a research, we'll see. Oh no, wait, oh no, I've not listed that. Sorry. In that box are things I've photographed, some of which I've listed. Sorry, I'm completely wrong. I photographed a lot of that this morning. I've already listed some of it, but I've not listed all of it. But it's photographed anyway, this ready to list. But I just need to have a research and decide on a proper price. I got in this job lot. Oh, right, you're not going to be able to see that. It's a very, very faint mark, and I can't make it out. So I don't know. Thing is, I need that mark to identify it to then research it. So like that one on that first victory jug or something I showed you had a mark on Arthur Wood, and this one has a mark on, but it's so faint and I can't see it. You won't be able to see it there. You won't be able to see it, but yeah, I need that to actually research it, and I think that could be worth a little bit of money. Not a ton of money. It's still going to be a bread and butter item at the end of the day, but you know, I don't want to stick it on for 10, 12, 15 quid to know it's going to be worth 20, because, you know, I could have got a bit extra for it, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to have to sort of have a look at that one. I'm going to have to sort something out with it, aren't I? I don't know how I'm going to sort that, though. This is Britex, I think. Nothing special, I don't think, with this one. Just a little jug. Yeah, just a little jug thing. Glazed, I think. Yeah, pretty sure that's glazed. You can tell I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, is that glazed? I think it is glazed. I think I'm right with that. That was in the job lot, but there's nothing on it, no marks or anything. Don't know. Maybe car boot pile, I don't know. I remember with this as well that I'm yet to research. It says 1764 on it and it's made in England. I imagine that's some sort of pattern reference, or I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I think it might be something like that. 1764, I don't know, but that's that one anyway. That could be quite nice. That could be a nice little one. Also in the job lot, which I'm going to list at probably about 15 quid, is this saddler. Don't quite know what this would be. Again, I mean, it doesn't look like a milk jug to me. It looks a bit fat and stuff to me. Maybe it was, but I don't know. It just looks a bit fat to be like something like a milk jug. But that's that one anyway, and that's quite nice. I quite like that. So I'm probably going to go about 15. I might increase that slightly or maybe decrease it slightly, but around that sort of price. No, I don't think I'll go lower than 15, so I won't decrease it, but yeah. Have you heard of a website called Replacements? They are a good reference for identifying pottery and glassware. Website called Replacements. I will keep that in the old memory banks, and then I'll go on it in a little bit actually, so thanks for that. Those jugs are big as they were used before people had fridges. Oh, so it could have been a milk jug, but we were just putting more in. Ah, right, okay. That makes sense. I've got this, and this is a, I don't know, Brie? It's not the Bretex, I don't think, again. But, anyway, don't know whether you're going to see that. It's actually up here. Brie, I don't know. But, you know, fairly nice, that. That's quite cool. But I got that in the lot. You know, again, it's probably going to be a bread and butter item. Pretty much all of these are. But, you know, I think it's quite a little sweet thing, you know, for what it is. And that's that one. I got another Wade, actually, this is. And that's a bit of a taller jug. I thought that was quite nice. That's not too bad, that one. I did research it. I don't think I pulled anything up for this. I don't think I could find anything on eBay for this. But I don't know. Bread and butter item between sort of 10, 15, maybe a bit more. Probably 15, but maybe a little bit more. Anyway, got to go shopping. We'll watch second part later. Have a good day, everyone. Bye, Lucy. Yeah, so that's that one. And then I'll show you this last one. This is, this one and then the good one. Denby, and this is like a ridged, I would imagine a keyword for that would be ridged. And it's like a vase, a big vase. It has got some firing fault there. I don't know whether you're going to catch that. It's there. I don't think you're going to catch it. It's very, very minor, but you can see it's just, I would imagine that's done in the kiln. But it's just, yeah, just like you can actually see it. And then there's something there as well. But that's quite nice. That is quite nice. And again, it's Denby. So I think that's a reasonable make, isn't it? So it's collectible, surely. So that's that one. And then the best one that I'm excited about and that drew me to the lot, as probably a lot of other people were drew to the lot. Sorry, no, there is, I'm mistaken there. There is a smaller Arthur Wood Victory jug upstairs, and then there's the one that has the little chip in. So there is another two, but the other Arthur Wood smaller Victory jug, you know, actually I could no, I don't think it would work that well as a bundle. I don't know, maybe not. I mean, they're the same style, but I just don't know whether it would be worth bundling them or not. But yeah, anyway, so there's a smaller one of them. Not going to get a lot for that, but it's some money back as well. Now, this is nice. This is an Art Deco chameleon ware, sort of like a vase. I always say vase. I'm American. Vase. But that's nice. I like that. It's got a lovely, lovely colour into it. Yeah, and I do really like that. And you can sort of see why something like that is called chameleon ware, because just look at the pattern on it. It's got that, it just looks like a chameleon. It just does, you know. Yeah, I like that, and I hate pottery. Yeah, and see, it's nice. Not sure what I'm going to shoot for on this. Forgive me if I'm wrong on price, but I'm thinking either £30 or £20. Now, as I say, I'm very new to this. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think around there, I'll probably shoot for the higher end of that. Maybe, Neil says Art Deco equals high, maybe even higher than that, but I don't know. I mean, I've seen other pieces, and other pieces have gone for really good money, but I don't know on this one. I mean, it's a nice piece, but I've seen nicer ones go for that, that higher value range. You need to speak to Ken, RE Art Deco. Yeah, but he doesn't do pottery though, does he? I don't know. I mean, I know I can speak to Rob about this, and he'll point me in the right direction. because he actually does pottery as well, so I don't know. If you're not sure, start high, nothing to lose. I might go for 40 then. Do you think 40? I don't know. I'll just price it. I'm so bad with my pricing. I need to be. Yeah, I would go at least 30. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll go 40 and work down. Because there's nothing to lose, is there? But that's that one. So I've made okay profit on the lot. I wouldn't say fantastic money. Makeupaprice.com, yeah. I wouldn't say fantastic money, but I've certainly made profit, so I'm happy. I'm happy with that. And it was an enjoyable experience looking at it, bidding at it. And even I've done a bit of research on a few of the makes as well. And it's just fun to research and gain that knowledge. So that's those. So I'm quickly going to put these back. And we'll see how we are for time, because, oh my god, I've got tons to go through yet. So if it works out that we can't actually go through everything, that's alright. I can maybe even do a separate video tomorrow with a few other different things on. Oh, actually, I need a few of them that are in there. One sec. So I will be very careful and line these up here. And then, there we go. Right, so, sorry about that. Yeah, I bet you wondered where I went then. Right, we'll do these quickly. I think these are unisex. I don't know. The woman in the shop said men's, but they're actually hotter. They're branded hotter. I thought hotter just did women's stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm off point on that. But yeah, I got them because I thought they were women's, and I thought, oh, that'll suit my challenge with David. But anyway, they're hotter ones. £1, you can't really go wrong for that, so yeah, they were quite nice. And they're in great condition as well, really nice condition. So, £1 for them. Can't go wrong there. I don't know what they're worth, but you can't go wrong for £1, can you? Right, Barbie sets. This was a good buy. And the auctioneer said to me they went cheap as well. How are the shoes going? Yeah, not great, not really great. I mean, I've only got 2 pairs on. The problem is, like, when you start in a new niche, you need to, like, build up a bit of an inventory of them, so that then things are selling. I mean, I've got interest in them, of course, but I don't know, maybe it's something in my listing, maybe the keywords, something like that, because I really don't know what I'm doing in the niche, so I don't know, I'm gonna have to check. Can tell by sizing in shoes. Oh yeah, you can, can't you? Sorry, I'm fiddling around this box because can tell by the sizing in shoes. US, UK sizing is different for men and women. I don't know where the sizing is on them. Let's have a quick check. 9 UK. There must be men's, surely. 9 UK. That's got to be men's, 9. That's nearly me, actually. I'm a 10, so... Anyway, Barbie sets. Really good bargain on these. Paid £40 plus commission. And these are 1982 by Mattel. Or this one might be 1983, but one of them was 1982. 1983, this one. Yeah, really cool. In the boxes, of course, which makes them all the more desirable. I don't think this one... Well, one of them... There isn't actually any in the UK for sale. There is obviously, of course, abroad and stuff like that, but you have to pay major shipping charges and stuff. Oh no, did I bring the other one down? One sec. I didn't bring the other one down. Anyway, I got 3 of these. I'll try and figure out... Now, what I'll do is I'll show you the other one in another haul video, so then you know I actually did get 3. And yeah, these are cool. I paid £40 plus commission, looking to get on the VW, I'm hoping for about 60 or 70, which is the one I've left upstairs, which is a nice one. And that is like all my money back, and maybe even a little bit of profit if I do achieve the £70. And then there's these 2. This one's nice, and I'm going to shoot high on this one. This is the McDonald's. Barbie loves McDonald's. And that gave me a right laugh, because could you imagine now if someone... I don't know how it would go down. Maybe it wouldn't be as bad as I'm thinking, but could you imagine if like a children's toy was like really heavily promoting, fast food or something like that? I just think the media would be all over it, but I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be as bad as I think, but you see, I'm very against the whole fast food movement and stuff like that. As you can probably tell, I'm quite a skinny guy. You know, I don't eat fast food. I'm not eating it for months and months and months. But yeah, so that's that. Anyway, that's nice. Now I'm going to shoot fairly high on that one. I'm not too sure on price yet, but it's definitely going to be in that sort of £50 to £100 range. 50 being the lowest I'll probably take on this. So yeah, and I don't think I'm going to price at that. I think I will be going a bit higher than that. So that is nice. It's nice. The dolls aren't included. It says it there. McDonald's cab included, dolls and costumes not included, but that's that one. And then obviously that's pure profit after postage and fees, and the other one is pure profit and postage after fees, so that's nice. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to shoot for this one. I really haven't a clue. It's all falling apart, the box actually. I don't know on this one, but again, I'm going to shoot fairly high and I'm going to get a decent price for it. So that was those McDonald's sets. Steel. I'm happy with that. And then I got this box of stuff, which is vintage toys again. So I want to like vintage toys now. Ooh, God, I bought too much. So these were in the job lot, just these little Subbuteo packs. I imagine I'll bundle a couple of these up, get some money back, if anything, I don't know, but there. Subbuteo packs, all the figures are in there and stuff though, which is good. I got in this lot, I got a lovely little thing actually. I got this Coca-Cola yo-yo. The string's a little bit naff, but it's not too bad. It's not like major broken or anything. You know, it's just a bit naff, a bit worn over time. Yeah, I'm looking to get about 20 quid for that. So considering I paid £20 plus commission for the entire box, you know, I've not lost out, so that's good. I'm happy with that. And then I got a couple of board games. I got chess pieces. God, I remember the Coke yo-yos from secondary school. Nice. What make is the Coke yo-yo? It's Russell Spinner. Genuine Russell Spinner. What is that? Yeah. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Genuine Russell Spinner, made in Philippines. Professional. So I imagine that's a professional version, and I imagine there was a novice version done or something. I don't know, or a kids version done. I haven't a clue. But and then some chess pieces. Something Abbey Sports Goods chess even. I always say chest. So yeah, that's in a nice little case. I don't know. There's going to be some money in that, but it's not going to be a lot. I'll tell you that. I don't think. Unless that Abbey is like a really stellar make, I can't imagine it being a lot. Some donuts, I know you said donuts then, some, what are these called? Dominoes, that's it. And these are nice, these are thick. Is that just one domino? Oh my God, that's one domino. That is thick. 30 sold per... Yeah, but sorry, the reason I'm aiming for 20, I didn't clarify that. The reason I'm aiming for 20, I would aim for 30, but... well, I would aim for about 25, because there's one sold for 25. But it's got writing on here of the person who owned it, and it's got it on the other side as well. And it's a little bit wear and tear around here. I don't know whether you're actually going to see this, but... There is bits of wear and tear and stuff, so I might go 25, but I just feel like 20 is probably more on point. And then it'll get it moving a little bit quicker as well, so that's always good. As I say, I got them dominoes, so that'll be something. And then I got a load of other little bits and bobs that have all fallen out. Some playing cards and bits and bobs. James Buchanan and Co. Scotch whiskey. Oh, it's a it's like an advertising piece, like a livery advertising piece. Yeah, so might be something in them. Probably very little, but something in them, so I can list them. I got Spears Games chess. I've never had that. Don't know if it's worth anything, but it'll be something at least. Oh, little Traffs and Draft chess. Chess and drafts board. So that's that. Hang on a minute, did I just pull them out? 1 sec. Oh no, that's okay. It's okay, me getting confused. Draftsman. You know, there's bits and bobs. Complete Faulty Towers on VHS. Don't know why that was in there, but... See, I'd be much better at my old job now. You know, because this is what I used to do. I used to lot up things like this for the general sales and stuff like that. I'd be so good at it now, because I literally know what resellers want. So I could put really nice lots together and really attract people to it and stuff like that. I'd be really good at it. Because I've got that perspective now, you see. I've got that outsider perspective. And then there's like just loads of little random things that have fell out. And then keyword, I think I've sold that for about a tenner before, that keyword. Don't really see it that often. Might have gone up in value by now. I sold it quite a while ago. But yeah, there's probably about a tenner in that, so I'm happy with that. And then, yeah, it's just random other little bits and bobs, mini bulls. Never seen that before. Little French bulls or mini bulls, I don't know. And then another Domino's set of some sort, not as higher quality as the other ones, I don't think. And then a board in there. God knows what this board is, but it's battered up. Millionaire. Oh, actually, no. This looks alright. Millionaire. The board for Millionaire, I don't know. I'll have to check up on that, because that looks like quite an old one. And it's a big board as well. There might be something in that. Right, 1 sec, I'm just tidying up again. Very quickly. Very quickly. Ooh. Right, so that's that one. So there's some money in that one. I'll just need to fish through, research for different bits and bobs. So I think there's some money there. And I was happy because I knew I had the yo-yo. Like, after I got it, I did actually see the yo-yo in the job lot. But I didn't actually research it before I bought it. Then I bought the lot, and then I found it, and then I thought, oh, I didn't research that. And I researched it, I thought, oh yeah, that's good money. So I've got the yo-yo, so that's good. That pretty much pays for it. And then the rest of it, you know, whatever I can get out of it, I'm happy. So that's that one. Oh, the bit more of a fail was these vintage radios, because I thought to myself, I went to the viewing and I thought, oh yeah, I'll have a bid on these vintage radios. I didn't plan on having a bid of them or anything like that. I just thought, oh yeah, I can make money on them, and I was really cocky like that. And I got them, and this one's Corsair vintage radio, and they're not in decent condition really at all. I don't even know how you work them. I don't know anything about it. I don't know why I put a bid in, and I don't even know why I put a bid of 20 quid in as well. Like I didn't even, what was I thinking at the time? I don't know, but yeah, there's that one. There's this one, a Pansette 222 Pansette. I don't know. Again, I don't know how you work them. I don't know whether you're working or... Oh no, wait, I do know how you work this one actually. You actually click it on. There is actually a little on button there. But it's not turning on, so it's got to be for spares or repairs, I suppose. Unless I can figure a way of getting it on, but I don't know. And then there was this one, a transistor, which the actual thing here, it's alright lads, you can put them in untested spares. I know I can, but the problem is I'm not going to make money on them. Or not much money. I think I will make money on them, but not much money. Not enough to warrant the outlay and the time of listing them and all that sort of stuff. I'm hoping that one of them, I think it was that one, I'm hoping even like spares or repairs, that one will get me about 15 or maybe even slightly more. But I didn't, when I was flicking through on my phone, I didn't see the pictures on the listings. I was just looking at the titles because my internet was really slow, my 4G was, and I couldn't see the pictures, so I was just having to guess that it was this one. but it seemed that a few had gone for like the £15 to £20 range, untested spares or repairs. So, you know, there's going to be a bit of money in them, but just I should have been more focused on what I wanted to get and what I was a bit more comfortable getting, rather than just like going off on one with those. Advertise as set props, yes, that's definite market. I think we all do that at some point. Nice boat anchors. Boat anchors? What? Oh, the radios, you mean? Is that what you saw? I don't know. Boat anchors. It's meant to be a joke though, isn't it? Steer clear of all radios unless you know how to set. Yes, exactly. Get the correct batteries. Think they take size P7 or I don't know any of that. Yeah, I'm going to take your advice. I'm not going to meddle with that. Unless I were to know someone who could fix them up for me at a really cheap rate and I knew what I was doing a bit more, then, you know, I'd do that and I'd get some, but I don't have anyone who knows about them. I don't know, you know, I've not really, I just don't think it's for me, you know, and if it's not for me, I shouldn't really be going too much down that road. So, bit of a cocky mistake. I was there at the auction viewing, I thought, yeah, I'll have a bid on them. That's the person you'll sell them to. Oh yeah, I suppose it is, yeah. Right, so that's that. Toys. Right, this was a good lot. This was a decent lot, actually. You know, I wouldn't say there was actually decent items in the lot, but there was a lot of okay items in volume. So, like, you know, it made up the numbers. So, I'm going to get this bag out because that's what I've actually listed or photographed, so I need to get that out as well. I didn't even realise these came with the lot. I paid 40 quid plus commission for the lot, and I got all these yesteryear models and stuff like that, and I think this one's Matchbox actually, so... Oh, Matchbox models of yesteryear, so... Yeah, I don't think that's going to be great, but I got loads of them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. I'm not going to bother showing you them because they're not going to be amazing, but I will research them individually and see what I can get out of them. Probably not a lot, but maybe I could put a few in my cabinet, I don't know. The problem is, at the place where I'm getting my cabinet, there's so many die-cast vehicles and stuff like that, it's just flooded. So that's why I'm not trying to put too many of that sort of stuff in my actual cabinet. But that was those. So that was like the real crap of the job lot, basically. I got another thing that came in the job lot that was a complete surprise and very, very welcome surprise. And that was this. And it's a... One second. Let me take them off. Right. And that was this. And it's a... VHS, DVD, combi, DVD, video, CD, HR-XV1. HR-XV1. I don't think you're going to see that, but take my word for it anyway. HRXV1. So that's that, and it came with manuals and remote. Obviously, anything like this is being sold as electrically untested at the auction, but it looks in decent condition. I didn't even know that was in the lot, so I'll take it. Is it a DVD recorder? I don't know whether it records. It probably does. Yeah, it looks like it does. Yeah, looks like it does. Now, these are a bit all over the place, right? There's some listed, and I believe it's the same model. There's some listed for 70 or 80 quid. And I'm like, wow, 70 or 80 quid. And literally that lot cost me 48 quid, including commission, 40 quid plus commission. So I was like, yes, nice. But then I looked at solds, and it's telling me a different story. Maybe I didn't flip through enough solds, but certainly a good 10 or 15 when I was flicking through. It sold for only about 30 quid, which, don't get me wrong, I'm still happy about, and that's great, you know, for something I didn't even think was in the job lot. But I don't know, I just don't know, it confuses me, because then I'm like, well, do I price at 70 or 80, do I price at 30, or do I maybe go in the middle at 50? And I'm thinking I'll probably go in the middle, to be fair. I'm not going to go 30 just in case it sells really quick at 30. But I don't really want to go 70 or 80 just in case they're just dreamers, you know. I don't know, but certainly there's some money in it, and it was a welcome extra to the job lot, and I was really happy to see it. So, and it has its remote and stuff, which is always good. So that was that. That might even pay for the entire job lot, I don't know. Don't be the low bot. No, I'm not going to go 30. I'm not going to go 30. Don't worry about that. I think it is worth more closer to that 70 or 80, but maybe the solds that I was flicking through were just these low ballers coming in, selling it within a few hours, and then obviously moving it on for like 30 quid. Maybe it is worth, you know, more than 70 or 80. Good money in recordable DVDs, depending on make. Look out for Sony, Panasonic, Philips, that sort of stuff, yeah. I don't think I've had many recorders, but I've had a lot of VHS players, you know, Sony and, as I say, Panasonic and Sharp. Sharp's not bad. And things like that, and they're always good. So that was that. So this is a great job lot, you know, it's shaping up to be an alright job lot. And then I got a load of diecast vehicles, you know, Corgi, Dinky, that sort of stuff. Got a lovely little one here. It's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the actual two kids at the back there. I think it's meant to have another wing out here. And I think it might meant to have another wing out here. There is something missing on the back here. Is it there? Yeah. The red light there is missing on the back. As you can see, there's one there, but not there. And there's issues with it, basically. These in really good condition can go for good money. I think I saw one on for about 50 quid or something like that. Don't know about solds, but I think you could get good money for these solds. I think I did. I might have seen some solds, but I just remember this one that was listed. But, you know, in this condition, I'll probably go for like 10 quid, something like that, maybe a bit more. Because it is in pretty rough condition. Definitely play worn. The wings won't go back in or anything. I think they are meant to actually slide back in. As I say, the two kids are missing. It isn't the best. I might go a bit higher than that, but yeah. Anyway, so that's that one. Got a little police car. It's a Dinky Toys Ford Zodiac again. These are all really play worn, you know, pretty battered up, to be honest. This one isn't so bad. There is worse ones in here. And it does make me think, should I list them, shouldn't I? But, you know, if they're really play worn, you can just reduce the price accordingly and someone's going to buy them. So, yeah, people still buy those for spare parts, yeah. I've seen loads of these. These aren't actually for spares. Loads of different ones of these on for spares. This is the Corgi Major Toys American La France. And this goes in here. And it's got the three little men at the front there. Don't know if you see them. Again, play worn. I forgot what I could get for this, but I think there's some okay money in it still because it's a bigger vehicle. You know, it's one of the major toys. I think there is some. I think I did see some okay money in it, even though it was play worn and stuff like that. But that's quite cool. I'm not going to go through all of these because there are quite a lot. Thunderbird 2. There. Now, sadly, it's not got Thunderbird 4 in the actual thing under here, in the little bay down there, or the little pod there. In play worn condition again. But yeah, I forgot what I did list this. I don't know whether I did list this exact one. But I listed a few of these last night. I might have listed this one, but if I have, I've already forgotten what I put it on for. But I don't think it was more than a tenner because of it being play worn and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that one. And this is by, I think this is Dinky. Yeah, it's Dinky. And then I'll just literally like get a few out of here. There's even more than this. There's about another 5 or 6 cars in there. There's another big wagon in there. One sec. Another big wagon in there. How do you store the cars, ads? I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to store the cars. I don't know. suppose I could put them on a shelf, or I've had a few cars before, but it's not been an issue because it's been like a few of them. But there's going to be quite a lot of these, so I imagine like I could row them up on a shelf. I have actually got like an end of a shelf which I usually use for little trinkets and stuff like that. I could actually put them, like, line them up on the end of a shelf. I don't know. It's a small nightmare for me at the moment. Right, so that's those. So that's those. One sec. Hang on. I did show you that one, right? In that 50 quid job lot. I did show you that. That was the Shorter and Son. It's like a milk jug again. But that was in that 50 quid job lot with the chameleon wear and the other stuff. Don't know whether I showed it you or not, but Shorter and Son, Stoke-on-Trent. So that was with that. Just an extra another thing that I don't know whether I showed you or not. So that's that. Right, okay, we've got to be quick now. This was the remainder of that job lot, that 40 quid job lot that I'm still on with all the toys and that. Random stuff like this is probably just charity shop stuff I'm just going to donate back. And then I've got a load more, well not a load more, but a few more corgi cars, dinky toys, that sort of stuff. Where are you going to store all this? Oh, I have places. Yeah, never you mind, that's for me to know and you to find out. Corgi Major Toys, Carrymore Mark IV Transporter. That's got to be some money in that, but it's not going to be tons. Surely it's got to have a little, an actual truck on the front of it, but I don't know. Don't know whether any of these, don't know whether that matches up with it. No, it doesn't. I researched this last night and it's actually a red one that I've not got. So, yeah, bit annoyed at that, but oh well. There's a random Action Man in here. Carrymore Machinery Carrier. Loads of different other little bits of corgi and stuff. I think this was a US Jeep, Dinky Toys US Jeep, but that is terrible. I think it's been painted or something's, it's just terrible condition. Absolutely terrible. You can always do bundles, do a bundle deal on them on eBay or your booth. Yeah, I suppose so. What I might do is with the real bad condition corgi toys is just do just do a bundle with them. I don't know about the other toys, the random Action Man and things like that. I just don't know. I suppose I could just put them in a box and then once I've got enough stuff, do like a real, just reseller job lot thing and advertise it for other resellers or something. I don't know, but it's an option rather than just chucking it in the charity shop box, and not getting any money for it. But that was that anyway. There is a few other little bits and bobs in there, but made fantastic money, or I will make fantastic money on that job lot. Because all the cars that I just showed you in there that are already photographed, there's got to be 100 quid worth or so in them. So, yeah, that isn't, sorry, did I just say Action Man? Did I say that's a vintage one? It's not a vintage one, it's, I don't even know whether it's an Action Man, to be honest. It's not got any markings on it. Vintage Action Man is great, extremely. There is an extremely hungry market for it. Great prices on even the littlest of things. Yeah, vintage Action Man stuff. It's insane. You need to get into it if you haven't. I want to get more of it, but yeah, if you want it, if I wanted to get more of it, I'd need to niche out a little bit more and try and contact people who I knew who would have it and stuff like that. I don't know. It's hard to come by it, you see. So, you could get it in auctions, I suppose. Right, my battery is low, so I've got to be fairly quick now. I've got two other lots to show you. They're both Metalware lots. I'm going to run through them really quick. I thought I overpaid on both of these, but I think there is a saving grace in one of them, so that's cool. If it's for modern stuff, can still be sold. Yeah, I suppose so. You know what I always do? When I always see little odds and ends in job lots like that, I always just feel like, I can't be bothered processing them and stuff like that. and they end up just either, well, they end up sitting there, quite honestly. So brass candlesticks, this was in a job lot that cost me £25 plus commission, hence why I thought I overpaid, because there's really not that much in the job lot, but there is a saving grace, and I'm really lucky. So, yeah, brass candlesticks, you know, bread and butter items. I don't know what they're going to go for, but I do know that they're not going to be, you know, they're not going to set the world alight or anything like that. They're going to be bread and butter items. Heavy, you know, nothing, quite basic design. You know, it's not really ornate or anything like that. Brass pestle and mortar. So yeah, that's that. A copper, not a copper, a brass kettle with this like white handle here. I was thinking about that. I didn't know quite, I wasn't too sure. I was thinking maybe a bit more than that, maybe a bit more than 10, but I did look at solds, and I was thinking, oh, I wish I could get a bit more than that. Yeah, so that's that anyway. I've got another pair of candlesticks. I don't know. Hang on a minute. We've got one odd pair, and then we've got one actual pair. Right, let's just do this. Right, there's the actual pair, and the other two are the odd pair. So that's the, like, are they a pair? Yeah, they are. Yeah. Right, that's those. I got this. This was the saving grace in the job lot, right? I didn't think I had done well. I thought, oh God, I've screwed up on this. I really did. Like last night, I was thinking, oh God, I'm not going to make any money on this job lot. I've screwed up here. You know, I don't know what to do and all that sort of stuff. But this is, I can actually hang light. Well, I can't, but you know, I'm not going to do it. But I mean, the people who can buy it can actually hang lights off it. And I have to say thank you to Sarah as well for helping me with this. And yeah, basically you could hang lights off it and all that sort of stuff. It's architectural salvage. I still don't know on price, but I know that it's going to be pretty good. I'm thinking I might start like quite high, or what I might do is start just below what I'm sort of thinking and just whack it on auction. But certainly there's going to be some decent money in that, so it's sort of my saving grace with a job lot, that one. I don't know about this. I mean, this might be valuable. It is a... no, I think this is okay, actually. I think there's some money in this as well. John Linwood Warranted? Anyway, it's that. Is it like... It's not like a whistle or something, or a horn, is it? Oh, no! It's scales! It's scales, isn't it? That's what it... I'm right, aren't I? It's scales. I'm right, I've got to be right. Please say I'm right for once. I think it's scales. You know, hanging scales. But yeah, that's nice. So I think I'll get some money back for that, so that's okay. And brass again. You know, they're not really ornate or anything. It's quite a basic item, but I still think there's some money in that, so that's good. And then a couple of these little brass bells. Yeah, nothing special. I might do the pair. I don't know, I mean... Don't know whether a little bundle would work on those, but if it will, I'll do the pair together. And finally, a little brass chamber stick. That's what I'm trying to say, chamber stick. So yeah, that's that one. So that was the first Metalware job lot. And if I've got time, I know my battery's going to go in any second now, so I'm going to be very quick. Second Metalware job lot, which again I'm not feeling too comfortable on, but because I did. You know, I've not lost on that one. I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable about this one. This is like a little stand for, like, I don't know, a copper kettle or something, you know, something on there. Probably, I imagine it would go near your fire. I'm not too sure on that, but someone might tell me in the chat. But yeah, copper kettle or something like that, or flat irons maybe on them. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, that's that one anyway. Put that there. Another chamber stick. This one looks to be in a little bit better condition. Nice large tivet. Right, okay. Tivet. Well, that'll help me in my research, so thanks, Neil. But yeah, so that's that. I got... Now, please tell me I'm right on this one. are these called fire dogs or something like that? Something similar. Due to like their feet, is that right? I was with my auntie last night when we were looking through all this stuff, and I said to her, I know there's a name for these. I know there's a name for these. And I said, it's something dogs, isn't it? Something dogs. But I just remembered then, I was picking them up, it's fire dogs. Neil says I was correct, so yeah, fire dogs. So that's a nice little pair. I think these used to go at the edge of your fireplace, I think, and then, the thing is, right, if you went at the edges of your fireplace, would you actually put something across them? Because they've got these little, like, holders here, haven't they? Like, you would imagine that little bar there is used to hold something because it's got a little upturned end here, so then there's something that it was holding wouldn't slip off. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, so they're those. I got... Sorry, I know this has been one major haul video, but I did want to show you everything. Some sort of, is it copper? Some sort of like big copper plate thing. I don't know. I'll do some research. I'll find out what it is. I'll find out the proper name. Now, it is worth noting that some of these did have metal marks on, like maker's marks, sorry. So that needs to be some added research really to... Oh, there it is. It's a little man with a dagger. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know where you can see. Oh, it's there. A little man with a poker or something, or a little man with a big fork, like a pitchfork. Don't know whether that's a maker's mark or not, actually, but anyway, that was that one. Oh, this is quite heavy. This is quite heavy. Oh, that's nice. I didn't see the underside of that. I actually saw it from that way round. So I was thinking, oh god, that's a bit battered up, but from that way it looks quite nice. So it's all good ads, good to list at the same time too. Heavy, this one's heavy. Yeah, quite nice. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of dish or... I don't know. What am I saying? I haven't a clue. Maybe in 2 or 3 years I'll be awesome at this stuff and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's that. But for the moment, I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to be the little schoolboy who's lapping up the knowledge, and hopefully in a few years I'll be the one telling someone else the knowledge and giving them the knowledge. Don't know what these are, but there's 3 of these, and they're all different. Again, it might be something to do with your fire... Oh, I know! No, would these hold your flat irons? That's gotta be it. Flat irons. Hold your flat irons. That's gotta be it. Yes. Now the brain's working. There we go. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yeah. Flat irons. So, that's that. That is everything, I think. Yeah, right, there is a couple of other pieces upstairs, but it was just from that £50 ceramics job lot. So yeah, don't clean them. Right, okay. Good advice, because I might have actually been stupid enough to clean them, so that was good advice. Yeah, I won't clean them then. I don't know what to do with this stuff. Like, I don't know, I was always under the impression that you did clean it, so I'm kind of glad you don't have to clean it, because, you know, it's an extra job, really, it's an extra job for me, so, but I didn't know, I always thought you might have to clean it, like, you know, that bit there, they are decorative only, like that there. See, anyway, at least I know that now. So, that was everything, guys. I'll leave it there. I know I didn't really answer any questions in the chat. I was going to do that as well. Sorry for the cut out again. Thing is, I was going to do it in my room, but then I thought, should I do it in my room? Because I didn't even know whether all this stuff would fit on my bed. It probably wouldn't, because I didn't want to put things on top of other things because of the ceramics. So I kind of thought, right, I'll have to do it downstairs, and it's a split, some say clean, oh right, okay. it's a split. Some say clean, some say not. I'm a not type of guy. You see, in some cases I'd be clean it. In other cases I'd be like not. I get where you're coming from though, because it's about leaving it as it sits, and that is quite nice in a way. So I definitely get where you're coming from with the not cleaning it kind of attitude. But yeah, I thought you do. I just thought you do. But I'm gonna not clean it, and I'll tell you the reason I'm not gonna clean it is because I'm lazy. So that's always good. So I'll just not clean it if I don't have to. Patina, yeah, exactly. Patina, yeah. Right, so I'll leave it there, guys. Highlights for me of this haul, personally, were the Chameleonware. So I'll just give you a quick roundup. The Chameleonware, the yo-yo, wherever that is. I just loved finding out that that was worth money. This thing, I know it's probably not worth much, but this thing intrigues me. So I'm going to do a bit of research on that. So that was definitely a highlight. And that thing, yeah, I just looked at that and I thought, oh yeah, that intrigued me. So that was intriguing. And also, the architectural salvage light holder thing, that was intriguing. And finally, the Barbie. The Barbie was intriguing. The vintage toys, dinky toys, they were all well and good. The VCR player, the other vintage toys that I have, all well and good. But those were my highlights. So, yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for joining me. I apologise about the cut-off. I'm going to have to start doing this upstairs again. The reason I keep saying I'll do it upstairs and then not do it upstairs is because it's so easy to do it on my phone. It's like, do I have to really go upstairs and do schedule the event, all typing it all out and stuff like that, and typing all my tags out and all that sort of stuff when I can just literally go live on here? But yeah, I mean, it's a bit annoying and it disrupts the flow, so I might end up having just to go back to my computer. But yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. Oh yeah, we better leave it there because I've just got a notification saying 10% battery. So, see you in a bit, guys. Thank you for all your advice and all your help with names and stuff. That is going to help me massively when it comes to researching it. It's just so easy. So, yeah, see you in the next one, guys. And I'll just quickly press the finish button without disrupting any of these mugs here. Bye!